In this video, I walk you through step by step how to draw a three-quarter cartoon face the right way. You'll see firsthand what makes this angle tricky and how to nail it anyway. Think of it like when you are drawing a face in three-quarter view, what you're really doing is shifting the center line of the face left or right. When the center line shifts, it also affects the facial features. Everything on the 2/3 sides looks bigger and on the 1/3 side looks smaller. But not just smaller, even a little deformed too. That's what we need to nail in our drawings, but how? Before I show you, we're going to turn this basic head into a fun cartoon face. And you'll notice that when the basics are in place, everything else becomes easier. Then we'll go back and build this head from scratch, step by step. So let's hear what we've got here. I start with the eyes, making them bigger. I keeping them the same height. And by the way, this is going to be a funny lady. I love drawing joyful characters. So I mark the eyebrows and the nose. And I want her to look a little surprised. So the mouth needs to reflect that emotion. Next, I draw the face lines, not changing them too much. And then comes the hair. I'm not sure yet what kind of hairstyle I want, so I'm just experimenting with the lines. I'll come back to it later. But what I know is that I don't need the basic face anymore, so I turn off that layer and start refining this, well, still very primitive face. I clean up the eyes and refine the shape of the nose. She's going to be a slightly cross-eyed, like she's staring at something right on her nose. Maybe I should draw a little fly or a butterfly there. That could be fun. And as I mentioned earlier, the shifted center line causes a slight distortion in the facial features, so I try to get that right while drawing the mouth. Actually, I changed my mind and I'm going with a smile instead of a surprised expression because it's just simpler for now. And then I experiment with the hair again. I haven't made a video about drawing hair yet, but I definitely will. That's probably why I still feel a bit unsure about it. I'll figure it out sooner or later. But now I feel like the eyebrows need a bit more work, so I'm fixing those and adjusting the eyes along with them. And I make her cheeks visible here because she's smiling widely. And when you smile, the mouth pushes the cheeks upward, and that slightly affects the eyes as well. Gotta say, the mouth is giving me a hard time. Wide open smiles are the toughest to pull off. I probably should have gone with something simpler, but I like to push myself, so here I am, struggling a little. Now I just need to nail the proper angle. And now comes the not so sexy part, but trust me, it's a super effective trick. Flip your drawing. As you can see, I tend to draw mine a little off, skewed, and I don't really notice it until I flip it. Then I go, ah! So if you take just one tip from today, make it this, flip your drawing now and then. Seeing it flipped gives you a fresh eye and really helps catch mistakes. So do it, just do it. And her mouth needs another redo. I just don't like it. And finally, she's got a neck, plus a bit of shoulder too. Then I go back to her hair and try to fix that as well. Now both of the front locks tuck under the top layer of her hair, so I save the day. And I might even nudge her left eye a little closer. And I realize something important. The bridge of the nose should start near the eyebrows, and it didn't. So now I fix that too. I also make her left eyebrow a bit wider. Lots of tweaks, as you can see. A pro might get all this perfect on the first try, but honestly, three-quarter faces are the hardest for me so far. And I'm pretty sure it still won't be perfect, so I've got a lot to learn. Okay, I just can't get these super cute crossed eyes to work now. I'm just struggling with them. So I changed the position of her right pupil instead. See? Almost my whole concept has changed since I started drawing this girl, but that's totally fine. You don't need to stick to every idea if it's not working yet. Next time will be better because we've already learned a lot from this one. I like her anyway, but she'll definitely get another episode in the future where I will make more changes and fixes. Drop a comment if you want to see that too. Alright, but what did this actually start from? Let's go back and look at the basic head shape because that's where all the important knowledge comes from. From now on, we really need to start thinking in 3 dimensions, where a simple circle becomes a sphere, and some features will appear a bit wrapped or slightly overlapped. That's exactly what we need to grasp and get right. So this sphere is the base of the head, basically just the cranium, the thing I'm always yapping about. It holds the brain, and it's actually not a perfect sphere from the front view. It looks more like an oval, but we can play with it a lot in the cartoon style. So we could trim a little off the sides or just leave it as it is, but for now let's keep it simple. So after we place our well-practiced solid circle, the next step is finding the center of the face. Now, when people talk about three-quarter view, they often imagine slightly different angles. Basically, it's anything between a full front and a full side view. So this three-quarter head doesn't have to be the exact same angle every time. You can turn it more or less depending on how much of the other side of the face you want to show. As long as the facial features land in the right place, you're good. But for now, we'll stick with this angle. After I replace the center line of the face, I usually mark the eyebrow line, which is around the middle of the sphere. Then I mark the position of the eyes and the nose because the head is turned. The nose won't sit directly on the center line, of course, but it shifts slightly to the side. I usually draw another small circle next to it to indicate the tip of the nose from this angle. And here comes the trick to finding the right shape of the far eye. So in front view, the eyes usually look something like this. Fuller in the middle and narrower toward the corners. Now, a three-quarter view, we need to adjust the shape of the far eye. So we can't just draw in the same way as in the front view because it will look slightly off due to the angle. We don't clearly see the outer corner of that eye anymore, so the shape needs to change a bit. Again, it depends on the angle, because the more the head turns away from us, the less we see of that far corner. Now back to the drawing. We need to draw the other eye, which will be wider, not bigger, just wider. It can be bigger because vertically both eyes need to be the same height, and this is a common beginner mistake, that we tend to draw the far eye smaller because we think that if it's farther away then it should be smaller. But it's not actually far enough to change its height. So make sure both eyes stay exactly the same height, only the width changes because of the angle. Now that we have the position and approximate shape of the eyes, I usually draw the eyebrows, which again, the far eyebrow looks a bit different. It has to be slightly narrower. Then comes the ear, which sits somewhere between the eyebrows and the nose. And I'm drawing this curved line because it represents that cut-off part of the head we talked about earlier. And now I mark the position of the chin and start drawing the face line. I begin at the eye and I immediately mark the eye socket, so where the eyes sit. And right below is the cheekbone. Then we go toward the tip of the chin. On the other side, we need to know where the jawline goes, so it runs under the ear, right where the jawbone is. The neck begins at the ear as a continuation of the cranium. The other side of the neck comes in somewhere here. It really depends on if your character is male or female, thin or chubby. And now we draw the nose too. When drawing in a three-quarter view, pay attention to the bridge. It always starts at the eyebrows. The angle can vary depending on the character, but since we've already marked the tip of the nose, we'll bring the bridge down to that point. In a three-quarter view, we usually see just this side of the nostrils, but again, it depends on the angle, so we'll draw that as well. And finally, the mouth. Keep an eye on the angle. In front view, the mouth is perfectly mirrored, but in this view, we need to adjust the shape again. The far side is a little less visible, so it should be narrower. We draw the eyeballs, and this character is looking at us right now. And here's our basic head shape and the funny cartoon face on top. It changed a lot along the way, but we learned a lot from it. I honestly have no idea what's coming next because I haven't decided yet, but I promise it will be useful for your art journey. So click whatever pops up here and I see you there.